I'm proud to be here with my friend, Representative Jared Polis, to announce the reintroduction of the Student Non-Discrimination Act. Right now, not all LGBT kids are getting a fair shake at good public school education, and that's because of the sad fact that discrimination, harassment, and bullying of LGBT students is still pervasive and vicious in our schools. LGBT students are 2 to 3 times more likely than straight kids to get bullied, and 9 in 10 of LGBT kids report that they have been bullied or harassed. This is why LGBT youth are more likely to skip school, have academic problems, and eventually drop out of school. And in some heart-rending cases, as you will hear in just a few moments, these children take their own lives. And I really should thank and commend Wendy Walsh for her tremendous courage in standing up with us here today to tell her son's story, so that perhaps fewer mothers will have to endure her heartbreak. It's heartbreak that has been felt in my home state of Minnesota, where a young man named Justin Auberg should have turned 16 yesterday. Justin bravely came out of the closet at his school, only to face relentless bullying before committing suicide last year. We are failing our kids by sending them to schools where they don't feel safe. And about 2/3 of GLBT students report that they don't feel safe in their schools. They deserve better, and that's why I'm proud to announce today that I've reintroduced the Student Non-Discrimination Act in the Senate with 28 co-sponsors, over a quarter of the Senate, and will continue to work to pass it as part of the No Child Left Behind reform, the Elementary and Secondary Education Act. The Student Non-Discrimination Act will give LGBT kids an equal right against bullying and harassment, and passing it could literally save lives. Students already enjoy the same basic protections on the basis of gender, race, national origin, religion, and disability. And these are common sense protections that parents just have come to expect to help keep their kids safe and all kids safe and learning, safe and learning in their schools. And it's time to extend them to LGBT kids who've seen time and again that we've seen that they're particularly vulnerable to bullying and harassment. Today at the White House, I had a chance to hear the President and the First Lady speak forcefully on the need to protect our students in this country. The summit held at the White House today gathered people from all over the country to talk about the need to prevent bullying. And I couldn't agree more, obviously. There's just no excuse. There's no excuse for leaving students unprotected, and that's why we need to pass the Student Non-Discrimination Act. Our students simply can't afford to wait.
My name is Wendy Walsh, and I am here today to honor the memory of my son, Seth. I want to thank both Senator Franken and Representative Polis for their leadership and support for all students and young people. Seth told me he was gay in the 6th grade. He was a wonderful, loving child, and I loved him for who he was. My son's school in Tehachapi, California, however, did not provide Seth with the support or protection that should be given to all of our children. Anti-gay harassment was a part of Seth's daily life at school. He feared using the restroom or being in the boys' locker room before gym class. My pleas for help and protection for Seth fell on deaf ears at his school. One teacher even called Seth fruity in front of an entire class. On September 19th, Seth could bear no more pain. I found him hanging from a tree in our backyard. He passed away after 9 days on life support. A note Seth left upon his death expressed love for his family and close friends and anger at the school for bringing you this sorrow. I can't bring my son back, but Congress can make a difference today to protect young people across the country, just like Seth, who are or are thought to be lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. I am proud to stand before you today on behalf of my son and so many young people like him to urge Congress to pass the Student Non-Discrimination Act. Schools need to take harassment and bullying seriously when parents or students tell them about it and when they see it and hear it on the school campus. No mother should ever have to lose their 13-year-old child to intolerance and anti-gay harassment, especially in a place that should be providing them with an education and putting them on a path to a promising future. I am here in Washington, D.C. to honor Seth. Not one more child in this country should have to go through what my son did. No child should be bullied the way he was. Thank you, Senator Franken and Representative Polis, for what you are doing to make our schools places where all students can enjoy an education free of discrimination and harassment because of who they are. Thank you so much.